Cop Drop Team of the Year edition. What's happening, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Mike LaBelle. In fact, let's do a giveaway. Like the video, be subscribed. You see this, Team of the Year, FIFA 22. What do we have for you? Your own jersey. Comment below. Best, worst Team of the Year players. You're entered. Absolutely free. Be subscribed. It's free. Hit the bell. We'll be giving that away in the comments. I'll message you. We're locked in. We're link up. I only have the one jersey, and it's going to one of you. Shall we begin? Goalkeeper! You know the vibes. Donnarumma. I don't trust goalkeeper improvements. Never have, never will. It doesn't mean he's not better, but you're paying a premium to say you got a blue. And we already know with goalkeepers in particular, all subjective to the highest degree. Ratings don't always measure up. Stats don't always make sense. I will say Donnarumma, that 89, already delivers the goods. Easy argument for one of the best goalkeepers in FIFA 22. I'll leave that here. Where we head next? Left back. Oof. João Cancelo. Gross. I should mention, at the end of this video, put this on full screen, Jose, I will give you a ranking from highest priority to my lowest priority with Team of the Year players in terms of who you should pick up and why. I got you covered. This item is special. I'm not even sure where he maxes out. Do you play him as a fullback? Is he on the left? Is he on the right? We got a 5-star weak foot, serious improvement, unexpected, but it just changes the dynamic of this player in particular. Center mid, holding mid. Could he play up front? Why not? Could he play as a winger? Indeed. Versatility unlocked and achieved. Bars. Next to him, let's line this up. Teammate Ruben Diaz. And internationally, they're aligned. Portuguese. I wanted to say, Cancelo and I, we speak the same language. But then I thought to myself, what would that be? Because my Portuguese is suspect on the best day. And I'm not sure he's catching all of my English. Hashtag organics. Organics. Re-up. Organics. Daily. Organics. I hear everyone speaking about stats with Mr. Ruben Diaz. But I need more minutes. I will say this, the defending and the physical, unparalleled or unmatched if you're looking at that collaboration. That combo doesn't happen at this level. Stat room stuffer, undeniable. Center back number 2. Marquinhos. Oof. Had the chance to meet this gentleman. One time for the one time. Slight flex. It was about 6 or 7 years back. Almost the complete opposite if we're comparing him to Ruben Diaz. I'm not saying I'm the fastest around the track, but I do like records. Track records. And Marquinhos in FIFA 22 has been a monster since the beginning, since the drop date. You see the multiple informs, the special iterations, even the 87 overall gets busy. He's smiling for a reason. But catch him on a bad day, watch what happens. We move. Hakimi. Oof. The burn is real. And I'm not talking about a bad late night experience or early morning. If you get the drift, then you understand. No first-hand experience with that drift. Completely juiced. He's got the legs that move quicker than a cheetah while having a battery that never needs to be recharged. Expect priority delivery well before the timeline. Never have to look at the estimates. The man is really, really fast. That's kind of a review. I will say this. If Cancelo got the 5-star weak foot, then I also feel Hakimi should have got the 4-star skill moves. Agree or disagree? Into the middies we go. Reminder, I'm ranking every player at the end of the video based on priority. Let's start with Jorginho, 97 overall. Why not? Never expected to see the day. Rude Jorginho, hold it. All the stats are there. You got the double down with the skills and the weak foot. You had a unusable holding or defensive midfielder that we talked about his penalty kicks and some of those conversion. Now you have a box-to-box beast that can score goals, can create, manipulate, flex, and progress day in and day out. Impressive is probably an understatement. And attainable. We're looking at a glimpse of what's happening with Team of the Year players and price points. You can dream this. You can facilitate. You can work towards the likes of a Jorginho. In my very humble and biased opinion. Next door neighbor. Good company. Stay in Premier League. That is, of course, going to be a theme in the midfield. KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. He is what I expect him to be. To be fair, and let's be very transparent, we've seen versions of KDB in multiple iterations now. One of the world's top midfielders, not new to the Team of the Year. And this still falls into that same realm of success stories. And I feel it's also hurt his hype to a certain degree because it's an item that, of course, has been remade and recycled, reinserted to the marketplace. You might ask, why are you wearing a beanie inside? Half the time you're gonna see me in a coat. Sometimes you hear the cops outside of New York City. It's cold. Lips are chapped. Skin needs extra lotion. And if you're gonna go up against Kante, you're gonna need more than that. Our final midfielder is a maestro. He's ruthless. He does it all with a smile. Not gonna be an enjoyable experience if you're going up against him. I'm not sure what to say when you describe a foot item like Kante, who not only has many years of being an annoyance, which would probably be doing him a disservice for how overpowered, how elite he has been throughout the years. This will be no different. Terrifying. 90s across the board. Even the shooting and his movement and side to side responsiveness, recovery. It's really second to none. The ultimate center defensive mid, and now kind of transitioning into being more of a box to box because you don't have the same attacking concerns or skepticisms or just flaws, generally speaking. You can now score goals. Of course, you're still missing some of the skills and those forms of expression, but he is so damn fast, it doesn't matter. Sprint forward, watch what happens. You're not going to get caught. All right. As we proceed to give you what you need. Start with the wing. Where he at? Where he at? Messi, Team of the Year. Freaking brilliant. You do not want the smoke. And it's relatively simple. Messi this year in particular, disgusting. Foul play. The man does what he wants when he wants. And now, the two areas that you could bring up for nitpicking concern. Sprint speed, 90 overall. Stamina, 88 overall. Everything else has always been Messi-esque across the board. We're not talking board games. He's copping them vitamins, or if you're in the UK, I believe you say vitamins. Similar to garage versus garage. This is what's on my mind. Up top, option one. Let's start with Lewandowski. 98 overall. Deserved. Definitely in my Team of the Year prediction. No doubt. In fact, we had 7 out of the 11 with a couple risque choices, at least in the preview. I'll start out like this. Lewandowski, I respect him completely in real life. And I love the idea or the concept around him finally being usable in FIFA. This is not the first time that we've had massive upgrades, but they're always necessary. They are needed if you want Lewandowski to be a monster. You want him to be a gremlin. You want him out there doing what he does best. But movement, I had concerns. That's not something I thought I'd be talking about. Dribbling, especially with responsiveness and quick turning, not that impressed. Explosive, not really where it should be. Even the passing wasn't pinpoint. I'm just not feeling some of the Team of the Year greatness. Massive improvement and still a good, maybe even a great overall foot item. Last but not least, Kylian Mbappe. Unstoppable. Phenomenal. Best player in the game. Could easily make that argument. Can make that case. Don't need to be a FIFA detective. This guy has been relentless. The one-man counterattack, the skills, the running scoop, the ability to be dynamic. You pick an item, and I'll tell you right now, you don't want to see that man during any weekend league. 91 and upwards. I'll just leave that here. The multi-million coin question. Let's talk priority. Who's worth buying and in what order? In my opinion, the overview, the summary, I have you covered. Donnarumma, least of the priority. 6'5", as we know. But goalkeepers are goalkeepers. I'm not trying to pay the surcharge or the Donnarumma tax just to say I got a blue goalkeeper. There's lack of proof often in this position. Lewandowski, you might disagree. I just feel that he's missing that next gene or form of expression or that it factor that not only takes a player from being special to becoming Team of the Year greatness. Something has not translated with this Lewandowski foot item. I just need more than what he's given me to justify the price tag. Ruben, I'm not talking the sandwich. Some of you will disagree with me here, and I'm okay with that. To be fair, Team of the Year, as it should be, is full of beast players. There's not really any bad selections. Everyone is usable. Everyone gets busy. This is just how I would prioritize. And Ruben Diaz doesn't excite me more than the rest of the players in the starting 11 or along that back line. Oof. Most controversial selection. Easily, but hear me out. Mbappe. He's the best player, hands down. No debate between any of the starting 11. And it's not of equal value. I can get the gold Mbappe and have a similar experience. Not better, not equal, I said similar. Or one of the informs, or one of the promo players. And it just comes down to cost. I'm looking at 8 million coins right now for Mbappe. You're bleeding the bank, if you can even afford them. If you don't just have excess everywhere, I would go in a different direction. Hence, why I have him as a lower priority, even though I'm confirming that he is the best player. Can I get a drum roll? Hakimi, the man that's never gonna stop running. It would be nice, it would have been a high key bonus if you did have those skills, but again, the guy is gonna be all over the wing position, running wild, rampant, recovery speed, ooh, the way he's gonna be able to push that attack, ooh, the noises that I'm making, I need to stop and we need to move on. Speaking of, Jorginho, I just find this man extremely interesting. You go from an 85 overall that will never touch any starting 11, doesn't come off the bench, to now a player that is well beyond even being impactful. We're talking one of the best midfielders in the game. Let's continue. KDB. I definitely feel that there is a bit of a hype loss when we're talking about De Bruyne, just because we've seen a similar iteration beforehand. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but with the 5-star weak foot, the skill moves, the high work rates, and in general, when we're looking at these stats, everything is getting bumped in the right places or placement to make sure that KDB delivers. There's uniqueness there. It's in play. Getting near the top, boys and girls. I got Marquinhos, best center back in the game. That's a question. Do you have an answer? Would you go with some of the icons? Are you spending your coins elsewhere? He's not affordable, just feels like a fact, but it doesn't get much better than Marquinhos. But at this current moment, I feel as if he's got his own island. He's created that degree of separation. Surprise, surprise, João Cancelo, and it's kind of simple. This long-term, not only consistency and continuity, but positional adjustment and pivoting, that adds a lot of value and general interest for me. Knowing I could spend 1 million coins, give or take, and get the best fullback, or the best center mid, or potentially the best winger. I didn't even think about trying him as a center back, might be a little too weak with the strength. The point that I'm making, that versatility adds extreme value for yours truly, and also allows me to try out different methods, formations, makes João Cancelo not only interesting, but just of such upper tier and just high value. Did I mention 5-star weak foot? Changes creativity. Kante. And you might say, Mike, how are you going to take off points for KDB looking similar? We've seen Kante, Team of the Year, nothing new. He's just that good. And at the moment, the market's saying around 4 million. I know he's extinct, so we'll see where he settles. Official, with the whistle, without the whistle. Put him into a Drake song, insert a lyric here. This is a controller breaker. He will ruin your experience playing FIFA. And at number 1, I've got Messi. Many of you will say the GOAT. I really don't even like joining the discussion between Ronaldo and Messi because they're both so individually special. We will never see another Cristiano or Lionel Messi. Trust in that statement. But with Messi having the 2 major improvements and just being built for this game and being one of the most enjoyable foot items to use, and again with the stamina and the sprint speed, yes, you're paying a premium, But I'm also getting these massive upgrades that do impact his previous foot items negatively. It's no longer part of the disclaimer if we're going team of the year. If you've made it to this point, double down. Check. Are you subscribed? This is the giveaway, of course. My own personal team of the year foot 22 kit. And as per usual, I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.